Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the 2003 version of the Twilight Zone. And this week, it's still a good life. Now, I was pondering, I don't actually think that there has been anything that has had a sequel after 41 years. I can't recall anything that's gone that long without a sequel and then get one. This is quite unique, I think. Forrest copies a lot of Rod Serling's original monologue for the beginning, and this is the only episode, at least as far as I know, that actually has a copy from the original episode in the intro, the picture of Anthony swinging on the gate, that thing. And then you get this lovely fade to his daughter, Audrey, and that is Liliana Mumi, who is Bill Mumi's daughter, actual daughter, that's why they look alike. And she is just as scary as he is, even though she's just a kid. The episode also stars Cloris Leachman, who was Anthony's mom in the original episode, so she reprises her role, making her and Bill the only two actors to ever play the same character in two different series of The Twilight Zone. So this is a pretty historic episode as far as it goes. Bill Mumi, of course, is Anthony, the scary kid that is now all grown up. And Bill is an accomplished musician and an actor and poet. And I know him most fondly as Lanier from Babylon 5. And he mimics his old look. This look, it's a lot like the look he had in the original episode. And it's lovely. And then you have this, he catches on fire, and the fire itself is nice, and the fade out is nice too when he just disappears and the fire goes out with him. It's lovely. But what I did like in particular was the initial fire, this thing on the back of the jacket. It's really quite well done. I like that bit. They have an original still from the episode back in the 60s as a framed picture, so that's a lovely little detail. And then we get into the world building. Like, he has wished away the entire world apart from Peaksville, Ohio. And Peaksville doesn't seem to have a lot of people in it. And I very much doubt that they could be self-sufficient. Like, they're growing tomatoes. Cool. But do they grow enough food to feed the entire population year round? But they don't have electricity because he wished it away. But even if they had electricity, since you can't wish things into existence, where would it come from? You can't wish for a power plant, and they wouldn't have gasoline even if they had cars still. There's a lot of sufficient sort of sustainability issues to very close societies like this. Clothes would wear out. You'd run out of fuel. You'd run out of most anything that you couldn't grow locally, and you'd have to grow it on a rather prodigious scale to feed people like this. A single person can probably grow food for themselves, but then they wouldn't do anything else. A township like this would also have to contend with a lot of other stuff, like breakage and wear and tear. I don't think they could do that. Now, you could just wish that problem into the cornfield, as it were, by having Anthony being able to snap things into existence, but it is explicitly said that he can't. So it's weird. Now, Liliana has a wonderful wide-eye look when she wishes stuff away. Like she wishes the watch into existence, or when she wants the photo album to disappear. And she is a heartless monster, because Anthony is a heartless monster. And he's stuck being a 7-year-old. He's been a 7-year-old forever. He doesn't have any emotional growth because he can't be challenged. He can't grow as a person because no one can ever say no to him. And of course they can't. And she is just the same. So she just murders everyone in the place. She could just get them back, but she doesn't. And then because she wants to make her dad happy, and because she's a scary little kid, she just wishes the world back, but not the people that she wished away. So now the two of them are loose in the world. And I think, that's just me, I think it'd be pretty cool to see Liliana and Bill reprise their role in another episode 20 years later when they're just out traveling through the world and trying not to snap things out of existence. Unfortunately, the mom, Cloris Leachman, could not reprise her role since she died in 2021. But that's the end of the episode, and it is fantastic. And the hits keep on coming as we are delving more into some nostalgia with the remake of The Monsters. And that is for next week. And I look forward to seeing you then. Take care now.